What's up, guys? Another video for the night. I had a long day doing my gig work. Yep, I do a DoorDash, you know, as a job because the economy right now really sucks. And trying to brainstorm for some business. Anyway, like that. What's my video for the night? Well, I'm gonna testify some things to you guys about you know, about me. I'm not a perfect person, okay? Everybody is, but there's a time of your life like that's gonna be a really game changer in your life. When you get older, you don't care as much anymore. Why do I say that? Well, here's the thing. There was this I'm supposed to go to a family reunion, family wedding this coming September in Chicago. You know, besides that, not go, can't make it because finances, and also my mother's getting old, and I want to be, away from her. Well, you see, but the main reason is this. You know, when you're young, family used to be good. Family gatherings are always fun. But when you get older at that, we go out, we go, get different experiences. We create our own egos and our own philosophies. But the most important thing is this: you find your own self. Okay. Sometimes you be loud. Sometimes you quiet. Sometimes you have imperfection. Okay. Sometimes the fine with politics happens. But one thing also I've learned about my life. You know, you got to. Sometimes you're taught to be alone. Sometimes then you realize one thing. I have no freaking. I have no freaking things in common with people anymore. Scary, huh? Hell, you come to a part like that past the past already. Even like to burn my own yearbooks also to that because why? It has no connection to me anymore. And that's the final part that came to me. When you get older to that, things don't matter anymore. I don't want to chase anymore. It's chase a lot of girls, get a lot of rejection. And also I used to date a lot. If you see my, if everybody knows my Facebook, I used to date a lot of hot women back then. They love me. I love them. Sad to say, people say, "Oh, how did a fat guy like you can get a girl?" There's a ways to get girls, guys. There's two things to get girls: humor, money. Okay, the other one is confidence. But you know what? I just one thing. Most of those women I dated never got me. Some of my friends were close to me, never got to me. Only person who got me was my brother, a few close friends. But some of them just drifted away. But it's part of life like that because they have their own. My other cousin then in Australia was close to me, but she got married. But she drifted away also. But is that because this happened? No. The reason is this: we grow. Okay. The person that you were back then is the same person that you are now, and sometimes it's scary, guys. I used to be strong, but not anymore. Can I, throw things like like a football like that before? Yeah, nice, but not as fun. No, not as accurate as before. But you know why? My body changed, and also my recovery from the process changed. So I say that you're getting older, but you know what? You find that when you got older that life is better right now because everything was planned for the better. So one day went to visit my old hometown in Los Angeles. That the place I planned to I used to live. Okay, like damn, I should have left that place. That you know, I used to live in I lived for 1 year in Southern California. One time I really wanted to live there. That was Anaheim because it was near Disneyland. I regretted the fact, but I never lived there because why I was young. But the reason why I came back to Chicago that back then was My father offered me to be a corner. You have a house over here that you invested with your family. Why not take advantage of it? Being a businessman minded like me, you know what? I hated myself for doing that. Okay? Years now, I went to the West Coast and ended up in Las Vegas. It's like, I still want to go to California. So I went there. A vacation this past week. Lord behold, the town that I really wanted to live there became ghetto. It became a ghetto. Was that divine inspiration? No. I saw the time that it was just a different life for that. Did I miss it? No, it was not meant to be. I like to be an athlete to that, but it was not meant to be. Just a normal mortal. But you know what? I actually want to think that if you're a normal person to that, you're grounded. Anything that you think that was special about you, that it was not special, but it was all this illusion in your mind. You forgot to accept that you are a human being first, and you should accept the way that happened to you for a reason. You know why? It's the way it's designed the way that to figure out the way that you are. Okay, so I'm not married. I had a house. I had two cars. Was I happy? No. One thing I'm proud of myself, I was a practical person, never flashy. My brother gave me a cool watch. I gave it back to him. I said, you know what? I don't deserve toys because you know why? I don't take care of him. And that's the thing that I found out. I was a practical person. All these years, do you like to party? No. Do you like to drink? No. It's all for show. So that's the thing, guys. So if you're right now in a rut right now saying, I wish I did this, I did that, you know what? No. It was all meant to be to figure things out. Just be lucky. Never made the biggest mistakes. A lot of my friends also became drug addicts or alcoholics. Some of them went to divorces. You know why? They never knew yourselves. That's the fault of believing in media and culture. For the most part, I'm a conservative guy. But I felt the part of, I didn't put my values in front of me. I did what society wanted me to do. And that's a big mistake. Guys, if you're out there trying to rebuild your life and trying to talk to your kids or trying to, try to get your life, forgive yourself. I'm gonna say this is my third video about yourselves, about myself and everybody. Forgive yourself and take the first step. And those people you've offended before, try avoiding them with that. If you're not ready yet to apologize to them, be the person you are. You're not perfect, okay? Just say, you know what, I'm not ready to, cut them out of your life. If you're not ready to confront them and apologize, you're not ready to be, ready to be with that person. So I did start cutting people out of my life and try to be one of the people immediate to me. You know what? I felt like, I'm comfortable being, I'm alone now. I'm comfortable being myself. I don't have to watch my language and everything around me because you know why? People, the people I talk to know who I am. So those persons that ignore your past, leave them in the dust. Okay, don't compare yourself to the others. Okay, be happy yourself. You know what? People say, hey, look, you have a car and everything. You have houses. Material things, disappear in time. They get old. I remember one thing about my favorite wrestler was a Sheik in Michigan. He had a mansion, beautiful mansion. Guess what happened to the mansion? It got old. Material things get old, but your values yourself don't. So, guys, this is a testimony for everything for you guys. Talk to God, and I know life from this point will be changing, but you know what? The third chapter of your life is going to start. You'll be happier. Okay, so you never got the success in life earlier. That was an illusion. Anything you see around the culture is an illusion. Don't believe it. To be the real person you want to be is the person you need to find for yourself.